was doing a shift at Amazon, so I was working. I was on the job, and like somebody keep blowing my phone up. I'm like, who the fuck is calling me? So I answer the phone, and it's like this is Venmo.
What?
And I was getting notifications from Venmo on my the Venmo app. It's like this Venmo, somebody is trying to get into your account or whatever. Can you send us your information so we can get it situated type shit? And I'm working, nigga. This is like I'm on like my last 50 stops probably, so I'm trying to get this shit out the way. So I'm just like, man, what's going on? Like, I'm delivering and trying to get this shit situated at the same time, right? So I get the information and shit like that, give it to them. Nigga, I look at my bank account, nigga, $1,700 gone.
Oh.
$1,700?
$1,700 gone, bro. The niggas that was calling me was the scammers.
Trying to get more money.
No, the niggas that called, they the ones that took the money out of my account from the Venmo. I thought it was Venmo calling me. It was the scammers that was calling me.
Oh, so you gave them your information type shit?
Information?
Yeah, because I wasn't even really thinking for real. I was just trying to get off the clock, like trying to get the shit figured out, Nigga, I'm telling you, they clean me out. $1,700 gone. $1,700 gone.
That's insane.
So I hit Venmo like the real Venmo, because like I guess they ain't even got no call center. You got to hit them on the messages and shit like that. So if I would have known that, you wouldn't even went that far. Right. But so I hit Venmo like, man, they done took money out of my account, whoop-de-woo.
And not even your Venmo, your fucking bank account.
Yeah, like they withdrew it from my bank account. So I hit them like, whoop-de-woo, let me get this bread back. Like, can y'all help me out, whatever. So they credited me $1,700. And they was like, okay, now go to your bank and tell them what happened, and my bank was gonna give me the $1,700 back. Right. I kept $1,700 from both.
This is the craziest.
So you came up, OMG.
Yo, I was like, thank you. So now I can't use Venmo no more.
Now you for sure can't.
You can't. You're shadow banned.
Oh my God.
Venmo, please don't see this. Hopefully they don't want to.
$3,400.
Yeah, $3,400 right into the bank account.
Hey yo.
So my bank got me back, and then I kept Venmo's bread. I'm like, fuck it. I just can't use Venmo no more.
You just can't use Venmo no more. Who use Venmo anyway?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle.
Good for you.
Yeah, on me. And that's the one time I was like, okay, I'm about to do somebody ground. It's Venmo. It'd be different if it was somebody else's bread.
And you was in that kind of mindset, that frame, because somebody had just got you.
Yeah.
So you needed your lick
we
back.
can both come up. Yeah, we can both come up. We can both come up.
Hey yo, scamming is crazy though. Like intentionally scamming, like putting in effort and time and game plan.
Yeah.
To scam is fucking sick.
But like when they scam, scammers say like, you gonna get your bread back. You gonna get it. The bank gonna give it back to you.
Your
So
money
like,
is insured. That's what they say when they got a gun at you and they robbing you in the bank too. Your money's insured. Don't panic.
Yeah.
Which is true, but
Have y'all watched the speaking of bank? Y'all watched Vince Staples show?
I haven't watched it yet.
I have not.
I heard it's good.
There's a bank episode. That shit is hilarious, dog. That shit funny as hell. Well, welcome to another episode of the workshop. We in for a quickie, in and out.
Hello?
Here we go.
Here we starting already.
Doggone minute.
I feel like we pod better when we done had a long night out the night before.
Let me tell y'all, these niggas always have a long night out. They be coming into this goddamn show 10 in the morning, always late. And I kept asking myself, why these niggas always late? Sometimes Braxton is a part of a fraternity. He has to, certain obligations. But these niggas be hitting it hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't try to cap. What time y'all get in last night?
Like, I left like 1:30.
1:30. This nigga left the place he was at.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not answering the phone for you anymore.
Braxton ain't been home yet.
No, chill. No, not me. Braxton would be in the house. That's one thing. Braxton goes into the house. I don't be out in these streets like that. No, sir, not me.
Yeah,
but that was crazy. One thing about that, though, talking about this, what's the craziest thing somebody's ever said to y'all in the club? Like, I'm curious.
All right.
Because we was at Harry's and it reminded me of a story. Because before y'all got there, I told you about it when we was left, but Shorty was talking some crazy stuff. I was like, what are you talking about? Just out loud. And so I want to know what's the craziest thing in a bar, in a club. What's the craziest thing somebody ever said to y'all?
So when I went to Austin, years ago. I was in a strip club. It was like 4:00 in the morning. I was dozing now to sleep. It was like I had like probably $200 left on my account, and I had to make it through the rest of the week. so I'm being very frugal in the strip club, right? I'm there for the entertainment at this point. I'm there to say I done went. So me and the homie and Keon we was sitting like probably about how far we are, and like we just had a long night out. Then it's 4:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4:00. So this white lady, came up to me, put her hands on my knees, looked in my face, looked in my eyes, and said, "For $20, I can make this ass clap on your nose."
And for 20,
for 4 easy payments of $5, I can make
They
this
just ass clap on your nose. I said, I'm gonna have to pass on that one. I'm gonna have to.
Right. Because now I'm kind of curious. Like, what do you mean by that?
And it been bro, you done been dancing for. It's 4:00. Who knows how long you been dancing?
Hours, no break.
Nah, I'm good. I'm about to wake up with
make
pink
a
eye.
great point.
I'm about to wake up with pink eye. Bro, I'm good. About to have hella pimples on my face and shit. I'm good. No. You know.
Man, I heard some crazy stuff, like not said to me, but like overheard in conversations and stuff. You know, niggas tripping, this, that, and the third. But I think that like I wore some nice shoes to the club once, and that's a mistake. Never do that. And I was young.
Yeah.
And a girl stepped on my shoes, and I'll tell you, there was some Fonte Montana 9s. You know, super clean in my opinion. And she stepped on my shit with the heel, you know, and left the indentation in my shit. And she looked me dead in my face and said, "Them shits ain't even that nice." And I have never wanted to like reach back on a you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. And it was said to me in the club.
She didn't even say nothing. She just looked at you and was like, or did you say something? Or
no, I didn't say nothing. But like you know, she stepped on me and I gave her one of them. Like, get the hell off my foot. Yeah. And then I looked down, and then I looked back up at her. You know, like that stare. Yeah. And that's what she said. And I just was like,
that's crazy.
I don't know. I can't even remember.
So what was said to you yesterday?
Oh no, nothing was said to me yesterday. No. This was the story about in Harry's.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was, bro. I don't even want to repeat that. She was wild. It's just like you can talk about. Basically, she was talking about a dude who was. I guess she got with a dude. Basically, what's crazy is because she was like telling his business to like her homies, and I was like, that's crazy. I don't know if it was a BDR. If you know what a BDR is, it's a bad dick report.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a name
heard
for
that?
it.
Yeah, bad dick report.
BDR.
We
Two checking.
New terminology every week. Yeah.
And apparently, like she was like,
bad dick report.
She was like, yeah, it was great.
I've definitely been on there before.
And then. Oh man!
Everybody done put up a stinker performance. Let's not cap. Everybody done put up a stinker. Come on now.
You just looked over and said, "Hey, my bad."
I'm gonna need 2 off the rip. I need 2. You gotta give me 2.
2.
You gotta give me 2.
Shit,
just give me 2.
I'm dead, man.
Anyways, back to
so she was just talking about dude's business out loud in Harry's, and like. So, like, I look over because I'm like, yo, you're talking crazy. Like, she's like, oh, he was a nice size. It fits well in the garage. I said, what? And I didn't even, like, I'm not in your business, but you're talking loud. Like, I don't want to be in business, but you're just being loud. So she looks at me, he's like, hello? And I'm like, trust me, I don't want anything you have to offer.
She's trying to put her bumper on your fronter.
Wouldn't touch a 1,000-foot pole. Like, it was crazy.
She the Grinch.
It was just, like, weird. And she was like, yeah. And she was talking to her friends, like, yeah, and then he got on top, and he psyched himself out, and then he went soft. I was like, you really telling, like, somebody business like that? And they're not here to defend themselves. Like, dang.
But that happened. I mean, they gon'...
But you telling the, like, one, you're telling the homies, which homies is cool if we all talk about like that, but within reason. But you in public, and you're talking loud about it. I'm like, you're wild. Yeah. But that's your life.
Because you know what's crazy? I feel like, man, like, the homies... We don't really be like giving in detail about when we had, and, you know, did something with a short. Like we not going in too deep with all that stuff. So it's just like,
that's crazy.
You like Tony said, that word of mouth coochie.
Coochie
Oh
out
yeah,
Yeah, you
for
gonna get the- you
very
gonna-
well.
They gonna tell all.
man.
So
Man,
you either come with your A game or you be prepared
It
to
is
go
what
with
it-
the BDR.
BDRs.
BDR. Yeah.
I got that term from our friend Cam. So if he is watching this, BDR or whatever.
If you know you finna get some, I took this advice from Cat Williams long before I even started getting coochie. You gotta jack off before you go over there. That's just real shit. If you want to put in a good performance, you gotta beat off before you go over there. That's just real. And it is, and like Cat Williams said,
Sometimes you don't know. You can't just predict that you go. I mean, you can.
but you can guarantee that second one is gonna take way longer than that first one. That's a
No.
guarantee.
But you never know if you going. Like, what if you're in a situation you didn't know you was going to?
Yeah. That's why I said if you in a situation where you know, that's what you gotta do to
You
be
used to the
that.
point. You got appointment. You gotta be.
You have an appointment.
Now,
It's
what if you don't? What if you do
crazy.
that? You get off and you can't even get up the second time
I'm
around.
delusionally confident. Like if I go out on a date, I'm jacking off before, just in case. Like, that's just, 'cause we on a date, you never know.
Yeah.
I might as well be prepared than not prepared. You know what I'm saying? That's real
This
shit.
is- I didn't expect this episode to go this way.
Well, how do we get here?
No, you talking some real shit. You talking some real shit. I ain't gonna. Yeah.
Because let me tell you this, Shorty, that BDR, that first one is the one that mattered the most. The
First impressions?
interaction. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I need two.
Because if you can do it right the first time, you can do it. You can do it again.
Yeah. I need two.
Then
But you hoping to get to if you fuck up the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you now. Like, I need two.
can you come back
Yeah,
from
I need two.
Can you come back from a bad one though? Like, hey, look. I know
That's what
the
I'm
first
saying.
time
Sometimes
was-
there ain't no coming back.
It depends if she fuck with you or
Wow.
not. For real.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
That's very
If she
true.
really
That's
fuck
true,
with
I
you,
guess. No, that's
Shit,
wild.
they may let you run it back, but some they like, nah, you done wasting my time.
Yeah, you didn't waste it.
God damn it.
That's insane.
Especially if it was one you was waiting on, like you've been wanting to,
Yeah.
and then you just put up
That's
a,
why
a,
you
a,
gotta
a
just think you
make
just
certain-
get pressure.
You put up a snoozer.
You got to
You put up the Tony Snell stat line.
Oh, you put a
straight cardio.
straight cardio.
Straight
is
cardio
crazy.
is sickening.
Nah,
But
I
nah.
feel like everybody done been there before.
That caught me. So the craziest thing that's ever been said to me, and this was a while back. I'll never forget. It was probably when I was like 2-3 years ago. I'm in the club, man, and I don't know how, but I ended up like shooting. I'm talking to this older lady. Like she, like I remember vividly the exchange was like she was like 10 years old. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what are we doing? Like, and needless to say, it was like, oh, you too young, you know. And then so for me, I'm like, oh, the challenge accepted. Like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
I can talk. I can talk. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
And so the night goes on, blah blah blah. We talking, and then I leave, come back. I don't know how it ends. But then like I'm about to shake lead the spot, and I'm like, here, I'm about to get the number type joint situation. And I'll never forget this. She looked at me and said, "Who's your mom?"
Hey, yo.
I said, "Huh?" That's a question I've never been asked in the club. She's like, "No, who's your mom?" I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Is your mom Jennifer Jones?" I said, "Who are you? Like, what are you, the Fed?" She was like, "Yeah, your mom, my sorority sister. I can't even do it." I said, "No."
You was like real.
I
over
was
there. Yeah,
like,
you was in the
what?
Cougar zone.
He was at the Legion.
I was like,
that's.
that's crazy. So
That's
one,
crazy.
like,
That's
who
nuts.
asks who, like, my mom? That's crazy.
That's
son.
something older people do.
Man,
Because they be knowing your
because they be knowing
mama.
my mama, and that was crazy. Shout out to Mom Dukes. And like, I remember, like, I was like, man, like, do I try to keep the cloud and be like, no, that's not my mom, but I can't deny my mama. So I'm like, it is what it
It
is.
is what it
I
is.
said
You
I
can't say no. That ain't my mama.
I said I had a great time. Have a good night. I walked away.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Saying
But
that.
the thing about it, though, if I was really would have been shooting, my ego would have been like, damn, that's the dub. But I think it was kind of like you challenged me because you said I was like too young. I'm like a prime 25, 26-year-old. Like, oh, no, I'm about to.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Like, and so that was more of the challenge. It was purely for sport, 30
Right.
for 30. And
Yeah.
so if I would have been invested, like, no, I'm like really trying to see what's up.
Yeah.
Ego would have been destroyed, but it was more of like layup lines.
Layup
See
lines,
what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So I wasn't really hurt, but that was the craziest thing anybody's ever said to me in a club.
No, that is crazy.
wild,
That's
so.
crazy. That's nuts.
Asking if you know my mom, like, nah.
You wearing a wire?
Oh God,
Right.
who sent you here? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you fed?
Are you with them people?
Mm-hmm.
What's a what's a song that if you heard again, if you never heard again, it would be too soon. If you never heard again, it would be too soon. Honestly, I could probably go without never hearing Dreams and Nightmares again, or Swag Surf.
Wow.
Dreams and nightmares?
Bro, I'm cool.
Hold up, wait a minute.
I only gotta hear it again. It had been ran through enough times.
You crazy. Dreams and nightmares is one of them ones. That's why it's played so much. Mine would have to be one of those like radio songs. So here's my number. So call me maybe.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that song. I hear that shit like when they post like YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Or whatever you watch on
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah.
Like, I hate ad songs. Like
The
those
Claire
little
songs,
jingles,
the Old Navy songs.
Yeah, call J.G. Whitworth.
Oh.
Whatever that shit is.
Boom,
I hate those little
Jones
jingles.
barbecue foot massage.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So you wanted to talk about? Oh, would you rather?
Oh,
Good
would
time.
you rather? Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
So, would you rather for this week is would you rather be filthy fucking rich? I mean, rich enough you can buy whatever you want. The money is no option. You know, you got enough of it to go around 3-4 lifetimes. But you wake up every day sick as a dog. You either got a terrible migraine, you got a terrible stomach ache, or you sick, you got sinus infection. It's something real salty every day, but you rich. Or you wake up every day in perfect health, strong as an ox, ready to do anything that you can set your mind to, but you dead broke. No money to your name, nothing going for you. Really.
Can I get
But
can
you
I get a
healthy than
job?
motherfucker.
Can I get a job? Because I'm healthy as hell.
You can get a job at McDonald's.
Dang, I'm saying,
Nothing to
like,
make you no real money. But yeah, you
I'm,
broke.
I'm living on the street.
Nah, you don't got to be living on the street, but you living in Section 8, Roach Motel,
Roach Motel is crazy.
plastic on
And
the couch.
you and like every like there's he's saying like there's no way you can get rich. Like you're
not
this
getting
is the
rich.
rest
There's
of your
no way
life.
out
Okay,
of this.
but
Yeah, you're broke.
If I'm rich though, like you said, sick as a dog, are we talking like I feel like I got COVID every day in my life?
But it's different. Sometimes it's a migraine. Sometimes your head just hurt like a motherfucker. Sometimes it's the flu. Sometimes your stomach is just topsy turvy. But some way, someday somehow you waking up sick every day.
And I can't.
But you rich.
But I get the meds.
And you still gonna be sick when you wake up the next day.
God damn, that's hard.
That's
bro.
actually a hard one.
First instinct.
First instinct, I say I want to be rich,
Rich.
and then just take medicine.
But then I think about how I feel when I'm sick. It's like I don't want to feel this the way for the rest of my life.
And that's what it is.
And
But
I've
you gonna have
been
money.
broke. And
But I don't
feel
want
way
that
for the rest
feeling.
of my life. So goddamn.
I actually, if you can tell, I actually planned this one before.
Shit.
I'ma be
Fucking
real.
give me rich.
Yeah.
Give me rich. I feel like after a while you've been sick every day, you can probably, get yourself to a point to be like, all right, let me make something out of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get kind of not immune to the symptoms, but it's like, okay, I know something gonna be wrong with me
Yeah.
tomorrow. I can kind of just like,
I'm going out on every day just like flu-like symptoms. If I'm snotting and coughing, and
as long as I ain't getting other people sick and shit, I'm doing what I need to do.
Sick. I'm out. I'm sick every day. You can deal with a week or two.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I'm
rich.
gonna do
for
rich.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
At least I can help out the people around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you broke and you healthy, you ain't no good to nobody
Exactly.
unless you doing some,
You can run
some
on that
yard work
treadmill
or some
for 2
shit.
miles and
Yeah.
not be, be good. But
just
you-
have a fat crib that I can just be sick in.
yeah.
A nice, all the food I need.
Yeah, have a chef. Bring
now,
you
now,
food.
with that being said, everybody is always like, man, I'm in the gym, I'm getting healthy. But in the end, like one day
Some
we all
money
gonna
over
die.
health. So healthy
Yeah.
really ain't the wealth.
Would a nigga rather be healthy or rich?
Would a nigga rather be healthy or rich?
That's an insane question because it's very deep.
It is deep.
Man, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Godly. Can I be both and just call it good?
Yeah, you can be both for sure.
You
could, but
and a lot of times,
sometimes you got to prioritize though.
Once you get rich, you know, your health become more important.
Yeah.
You know, but
no, that's facts. I mean, it's hard to take care of yourself and be healthy when you broke. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to eat healthy, do what you need to do, check in on yourself when you trying to just make it day to day. So shit, you got to get to the bread first, and then you can probably take care. You can, go to the gym, go to, eat a little bit better. So it's definitely plays a hand in both, But you want to talk about the Bulls, the No Bull Tour?
And we said we're talking about the Bulls, and I was saying that earlier too, but we're really just talking about 3 salty individuals, right?
Crazy salty.
So the situation is Michael Jordan released The Last Dance. How was that, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. That was peak COVID
no,
viewing.
It was COVID. That was like 4 years
they
ago.
They dropped that
ago.
for COVID, which is crazy.
4 years ago, this shit.
But everybody was glued in.
And everybody watched it. I watched it a couple of times. I thought it was really good.
I enjoy it.
But there were some things said along the lines that, specifically with Scottie Pippen, there was a lot of trash talk about how he didn't get off the bench when they didn't call the play for him, which is, understandable. That shit did happen. And there was some other stuff with Horace Grant, who his wife is from Wichita, if you didn't know. But ultimately, they didn't like the documentary.
Right.
And now they're going on a tour, which is basically a speaking engagements in Australia, probably because they couldn't get no fucking play in America. But and they basically complaining about how they didn't like how they were portrayed in the goddamn documentary. And to me, that's just is just so crazy. It just comes off as being a hater. Like, as much as the success they had, no one said anything at the time. So they just harboring it, keeping it inside. And to me, that's such sucker shit. Like, if you don't like somebody or you holding ill will against somebody, like, don't be trying to say like, we brothers or we this, that, and the third. Yeah. Like, you should just make it known. Like, it should have been known 20 years ago you had a problem.
Yeah.
And now
ain't nothing you can do about it now.
You just sound like you complaining.
Right.
You crying and you ungrateful.
But you a 6. I'm not trying to hear a 6-time champion complain about how hard it was being a 6-time champion. I don't like Michael Jordan was probably an asshole. Yeah. Michael Jordan probably was. Phil Jackson probably did. It was probably a lot of shit going on, but you were a part of a dynasty, one of the greatest sports teams ever to, I'm not trying to hear you be complaining.
Yeah.
I don't really care, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care for real.
And I know Scottie Pippen, they had the whole thing with the money situation. But I remember in the documentary, the owner said, like, "Are you sure you want to sign this deal, Scottie?" Like,
yeah.
And he wanted the money right there, right now.
Yeah.
And he took the money right there, right now. And sometimes that's the kind of shit that happens. These white men ain't in business to make you money. Yeah. They in the business to make money and possibly win a championship.
Yeah.
So for you to be crying about that, like, I know the times was hard and you was doing a lot of work, doing a lot of stuff, winning 6 championships. A lot of people ain't done that, and you should have been paid like you should have been. But
he ended up getting back. He ended up not getting it what he deserved, but like in Portland
too.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure Scottie Pippen is good on money.
Yeah.
Well, you got any takes on it, Braxton?
Man, it's kind of weird. Like, and I agree. Like, the biggest thing about it is y'all are teaming up to go, like Darv said, in Australia, like, to do this. It's given like Real Housewives of the NBA. Like,
if they did that in the U.S., like, there'd be people there tripping,
bro, or just like, what do you? They're gonna get flamed.
People already don't fuck with Scottie Pippen. I feel like,
and Scottie, like, and I think it's low-key some get back for Scottie because his wife is definitely with Michael's son. So I don't know. It's just like, you can't be mad. Like, there's no, whatever they say on this speaking tour, you can't negate or take away from the fact that Michael Jeffrey Jordan was the reason y'all won 6 championships.
Yep.
Like, you can't, there's a reason why when people have GOAT conversations, Scottie Pippen is not in it. Horace Grant is not in it. Luke Longley is not in it.
Yeah.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan is. And so if you are trying to get some clout, make some bread, I get that, but come on. And even if you didn't like The Last Dance, I know some people who are like, The Last Dance was the Michael Jordan propaganda. Like, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
what can you do, though?
Yeah,
Like, was it not true? Like, you needed them. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
But no one ever is happy at the end of a documentary, you know?
Oh, no.
Because you get all this film, you got all these hours and days and years of film, and you got to condense it down into however long a documentary is. No one's ever really going to be happy at the end of the day.
No.
Just like, you know, people like Last Chance U or anything, they going to cut out, they going to make it entertaining. And, you know, that's just a part of it. I feel like. Now, I feel like it is what it is. Like, speaking on, what's the college football? Y'all seen the college? Well, you know they coming out with the college football game.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's already on. Like you can pre-order it or whatever. It's on the in the gaming stores on like your Xbox and PlayStation type shit.
Microsoft store.
Yeah, store. So they giving each player, if they opt in, $600 in a copy of the game. If they opt in, or you can opt out and then it'll be just like quarterback number 1. You won't have your name in it, basically.
Yeah.
So you're still gonna be in the game, but it's just not gonna be your name.
Yeah.
Is that enough? $600 in the copy of the game for every player in FBS?
Absolutely.
They were getting 0 before.
Man.
So yeah, I think it's more than worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's any player. So if I'm the kicker or the third string walk on from the crib that my dream was to play at Alabama, and I'm never gonna see the field, but if I say yes, I can get $600, even if my attributes I'm a 70 overall.
Yeah.
Run me to 600. I'll take a copy for PS5, and I'm good.
Facts.
It's been so long since they had one. The names, I can't remember. They never had the names, right?
Never had the
this would be
names.
something like super unique, and I always thought that was kind of weak. And there's still some college teams that don't even have the names on the back of their jerseys. You know, they just got the number, and I think that's really good to have the names. Like this player has a name, he has a face, he's a person.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a big thing with football. You know, the helmets, they don't be knowing who the hell people are and stuff. So,
and it's like, I mean, shit. If you don't opt in, you still gonna be in the game. Like if you're a white offensive lineman, you play left guard. There's gonna be a white offensive lineman with your number that play left guard.
yeah.
You might as well take the $600 and take the game.
Get the
and,
bread.
You know, I mean, with NILs and shit, $600 may not be a lot, but they giving it to fucking how many thousands of players that's in the FBS? You know what I'm saying?
And that used to be a
100-something
problem.
teams.
They used to say with paying the players because it's really only like 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7, 8 players on each team that deserve to get a check.
Yeah.
So what is the other players that start on the team, but they don't have the star power, but they're starters? Like, what do you give them? They contribute, you know.
Yeah.
So
they said that like they're gonna give like the people they want to market it a little bit bigger bag.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We got the combine is on Monday. The combine starts Monday.
Is it?
Yeah, the combine starts Monday. We about to be in draft season in April.
Crazy.
What y'all think? What y'all think the Bears should do? We didn't have this conversation before. I feel like
I'm keeping.
you know things change after.
I'm keeping Justin Fields, and I'm
Keeping
giving
Justin?
Some,
And I think that's
trade number
what
one.
it said,
Trade the number 1 pick.
Trade the number 1 picks for picks. If you're not far behind in the first, we can swap, but you better be coming with the treasure trove.
Yeah.
Especially if you need a quarterback and you want to go Caleb
You're gonna
Williams.
need to move heaven and earth to get the number 1 overall.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially the person that's at quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to need to couple of first rounds, couple of second rounds at least.
Yeah.
They might as well get another player too.
Mm-hmm.
They need as much help as they can get. The Bears.
And I think with the Bears, you gotta, if you do that, you have to hit on the draft picks.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You got to go like Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, you got to get somebody like Marvin Harrison Jr.
You cannot mess it up if you go back for draft picks. That's the biggest thing. The Bears. I think that's the right thing to do, but it's harder to do that. It's easier just to say Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Give me Caleb Williams.
And then you can get a package for Justin Fields.
Yeah.
You can get a little something for Justin Fields. You know, still get a little bit of picks, and then like. My thing about it is, like, I feel like they coach is on a very, like, thin line. Like, I don't think he's going to be there.
too.
Yeah, like, so it's like you draft this rookie quarterback, they probably going to make a coaching change, an organizational change soon. So, but the draft is always interesting because you always think a lot of quarterbacks go and then they be falling, or you think somebody gambles on the quarterback, and so draft season always good to look at, especially for your team. You be always trying to keep an eye out who they draft and shit. For fantasy purposes, of course.
Yeah. Oh man, the fantasy. I mean, sheesh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might need to take a break out there. It's double second place.
Double second place.
Oh,
Is
that's
crazy.
sick.
Have y'all kept up with that Who Did I Marry storyline? Did y'all see
I
it?
haven't.
Have you
but
heard
I've
about it, though?
Heard it's crazy.
You heard about it?
No.
It's crazy.
Shorty on TikTok going through it.
It's like 50-part TikTok series. They like 10 minutes each.
but people watching.
People watching
like
it.
through and through.
And the gist
My,
of it
I walked
is-
in the crib. My sister was watching on the TV.
Oh,
on YouTube.
reality TV.
On YouTube.
Oh,
but it
did
was a
somebody
TikTok.
put them all together on
yeah,
YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Golly,
So
that's crazy.
basically, this lady, she probably like in her mid-30s or something, married a scam artist. This nigga was like lying throughout their whole marriage. Like, so basically the gist of it, to give a quick kind of rundown of what I know. So she met the dude on Facebook dating.
Off to a great start.
Which they make you do that. Have you ever seen, like, I have, like, opted out of Facebook dating like 5 times, but the little thing is still at the bottom. I'm on Facebook for Marketplace. I don't need
They trying to play that Cupid role.
They trying to, look, come find your match on Facebook dating.
I'm good.
No, let me find somebody who's selling a mirror for cheap that I can throw into the crib. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for love. I'm here for shit that I can put into the
Nah,
house.
finding Facebook dating is crazy. There's
Yeah.
other dating apps.
I
But
didn't
like,
even know they had Facebook dating.
yeah.
Facebook
But so he told her that he was ex not NFL Arena League football player, and he was a high executive in a condiment company. So like he was like work for like Heinz or some shit like that. So he was telling her how rich how much money he had. He had like like offshore accounts and hella bank accounts and shit like that. An ex arena player has all this boatloads of money, but so they started dating or whatever in 2020 for a week. COVID hits, and she moves him into the crib with her because she didn't want to spend quarantine alone.
Wow. He ain't have nowhere to go.
He had a crib and shit, but he was paying her bills and shit.
Oh, okay.
He was paying her bills. He was like taking care of shit, and then he tried to buy her a house. Well, they tried to buy a house together after they'd been moved in for like 3 months. They tried to buy a house, and there was always something wrong with the house. There was something wrong with the payment. Like something kept coming up to where he couldn't pay for the house. So the nigga was faking it the whole time. Basically, he was showing her like screenshots of bank accounts that was not his. And she was just going along with it. Like she found out that nigga was lying about buying a house, and somebody else had bought the house already, and she's just like, okay, I'm gonna let him out of this lie type shit. Like bro. And this nigga was like, he was never played football. He never was.
Crazy.
He damn sure was not a high executive at
Yeah,
Heinz. That was the biggest
Yeah,
lie.
he wasn't a high But the craziest part about it, every morning he would get on the phone for an hour and say he was talking to his brother
And fake it. Oh, okay.
on the phone. That nigga didn't talk to his brother for like 4 years. Bro. She ended up getting in contact with the brother, and she was like, he was like, I don't know what he be like. He crazy, like he wild. And she was like, well, you talk to him every morning. He was like, I ain't talked to that nigga in 3 years. Wow. So he would get up every morning for an hour and fake a phone conversation.
Like he wasn't on the phone with nobody? type?
Nobody.
Oh my God. I need to watch this.
That boy's schizophrenic. He got that
Man.
He's talking to he got 4 or 5 different people living in his house,
Bro. So how the hell do you get yourself in a situation like people? Are people really that good at lying, or are people that delusional?
We was talking on Xbox with me and the homie Los. The thing about lying is once you tell one fucking lie, you know what you got to immediately do afterwards? You got to tell another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. That shit add up quick, man. Trust.
And that nigga, but like he was like killing off his family. Like he was saying like, so he had been married 2 times before that. He was saying like people had died. He had a daughter that died. Like he was like, bro, a long list of just lying, bro.
Now he was just lying just for
sport.
To be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he enjoyed doing. He's what do they call
A
it?
pathological liar.
A pathological liar. Okay. Is there? I'm thinking of kleptomaniac. That's people that steal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, some people lie for sport, you know.
That's insane.
Sometimes I lie for sport, but not, you know,
Shit
not
is
to that
purely for
extent.
sport.
You know?
Bo, what is a lie for sport? What's the craziest lie you done told?
Lying for sport. I used to lie to my parents all the time.
Oh yeah, is there a crazy lie you ever told, like, or a lie you like found like, damn, they was lying, like some shit that you found out. You was like, damn, you really was lying about that shit.
Skeptical of everything.
Yeah,
like, I don't believe shit. You know, it's not too much stuff
that goes under your nose.
Yeah. I'm always I gotta see it to believe it type of dude. So I don't too much go for too much bullshit. And I mean,
40 points all mid range.
Yeah, exactly. When someone says something, I scored 30 points all mid range in a high school basketball game. No, the fuck you didn't. It's certain shit that just hit your ear. Like I was the executive at Heinz Ketchup or Heinz.
Yeah.
Nigga, no, you weren't. That's a white man's job. Let's be honest. They don't give those type of jobs to white people.
That's a white man's job. It's crazy. This is true though.
Yeah, it's not too much bullshit you can sell me and I'll buy it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've really been like, I can't really remember a crazy lie I've told and like it came back on me type shit. I lied to the police. I've lied to my parents. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
that's lying for sport.
Yeah,
you lie to the police.
This shit is purely for sport.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't lie to my girl. Shit.
I don't lie about serious shit.
No.
I can't do that, man.
Yeah, but like. Yeah, if somebody asks you how you doing today and you had a shitty day, you'll say,
fucking lie. Lying for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, but that is crazy because you're right. If you tell a lie, you got to tell another one.
You got to tell another one right afterward.
It's an avalanche. That's crazy.
Yeah. People they lie and then they be like, once you start getting caught, okay, then they tell the truth.
Yeah. No, that's weird.
But I'm with Darv though. I've heard some shit like, where was I? I just heard some shit like that when it hit my like I'm like, you're lying. Like, and then when you get the opportunity to be like, you remember when you said this? And like they were like, oh yeah, I was just playing. Were you just playing or were you lying?
And I said that on the show. Like I'm keeping you know
the tabs.
Receipts for later because
right.
you said this.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean I've got caught like that too. You know, which is no big deal. You know, and lying like not seriously. Okay, you was lying. Okay. Maybe you went somewhere you didn't go. Like, okay, cool, bro. Yeah. Well, I lie about it, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Bro, receipts
or like
crazy.
going or seeing, you know, I thought you went home. Yeah, you ain't go. Yeah, you ain't go home.
Man. I didn't go home at all.
Yeah.
You know, that's lying for sport. You know, I
saying
don't
you went
no
to Chick-fil-A on Sunday.
Exactly.
You know what?
And somebody told that lie and tried to sell it. You know.
Yeah.
So.
That's like LeBron. They say
LeBron
LeBron is a chief liar, bro.
He said, "Yeah, I already knew Kobe was gonna have 60
what did he
points."
say?
Yeah, sport, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you didn't know
a lot
that.
Of examples of lying for sports, you know.
Like, nigga, you did not know that.
Or what did he say? He was like, "Yeah, I already knew about Migos, man. I heard it before, so." Yeah. Or what did he say? Like I was listening to him warming up, like they weren't even out yet. Like,
yeah. LeBron is a character.
LeBron lying or him singing songs in the car is classic.
Or reading whenever he always at the first
on the first page.
He said Malcolm X, great man.
LeBron, tell me about that book. Man,
Malcolm X was a great man.
This cover is just beautiful. Right? I read the four
Very
word,
powerful. Very powerful.
What he's reading. I ain't gonna lie. I read Hunger Games because I saw LeBron James reading it.
Really?
But I think I probably got a little further.
The movies is off the chain.
Off the chain. Katniss Everdeen Code.
Is that in one of those like far as movie lines? Is it up there? Like
Hunger Games is up there.
It's up there.
I think so because it carried out well through. I'm not gonna put it like a Harry Potter or anything like that. Like that
as a series for sure.
Series,
it's up there like Star Wars.
No.
Have you ever seen Star Wars?
Me?
Oh, you should.
I mean, it is nerdy.
Yeah, I mean, like we talk about, like, yeah, I'm into the sci-fi, the weird, you know. I just ain't got around to it.
Star Wars is a crazy story. It's really just a story about a father and a son.
Legitimately. And his kids and his kids' kids and his kids' kids. So yeah, it's you gotta watch them in order too. So like the old shit. You just Google it.
The story is off the chain. Though,
it's a great story.
Legitimately.
Yeah. George Lucas he's brilliant for that.
I'll have to tap in, I guess. Yeah, I done heard a lot. You know, it is one of the most popular things ever for a reason. It's not like, you know, it's a reason why it's so popular.
And it's like just like do you know anything about Star Wars?
Yeah, I mean, I know like I've played like Battlefront, or I've played the
So
Anakin Scott. What's the newest one? What's the newest?
Ray. But those are kind of weak. I wouldn't.
Not the movies, just the game.
You talking about like
what's the newest game?
Not Force Unleashed. What is it?
What's the newest one? Unleashed was crazy. Force Unleashed was crazy.
But they got the little white dude. He's an actor
with the red hair.
Yeah. I forget what it's called. Survivor. Star Wars Survivor. I think that's the newest one.
Oh, is it the newest
other one was Fallen Order.
Fallen Order, maybe that's what it. But yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about it.
But my dad's favorite character, Luke Skywalker, because that was the movies that he came out with, and he's does good, ends up being a good guy.
Yeah.
And then my favorite character, because when I was a kid, was Anakin Skywalker. Good guy. The worst person in the fucking universe,
I think you just misunderstood.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna go into Star Wars, but I was riding with that nigga right up into the end.
Is there a villain that y'all like be like, you know what? That nigga's okay. like, or like you like, I agree with what they line of thinking.
Oh, Thanos was right. Thanos was 100% correct.
He needed to snap out.
Thanos was right. Thanos was correct. Killmonger was correct. We just don't give him the credit because it's not for the
They said like Thanos, he was in the comics. His thing is like he got a relationship with death, and he's supposed to meet up with her, obviously die. Yeah. And instead of doing that, like he do some other stuff, so she stopped fucking with him. So in order to get her attention back, he basically got to kill everybody.
That was in the comics.
He had a couple side missions.
So I like that little train of thought. But I mean, I'm a Darth Vader guy. Yeah. And pain.
Yeah,
Lord
the world made no pain.
Yeah. He was a little too serious. Like he was really talking and he had a good point. They destroyed his village, killed his family. Okay. Well, I mean. How much more can you take?
They be trying to reset society for sure.
Yeah,
and they likeness.
They like this. Yeah. What I say is right. Yeah, that's some real shit.
Yeah. Now there's definitely some villains that's like, okay, he hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm more of a fan of the villains.
Yeah.
I think you can't have a great hero
without the villain.
Without a great villain.
Yeah. No, that's facts though. It's always. I mean, just like you need a storyline. Mm-hmm. Like you need The Rock versus Stone Cold. Somebody got to be the heel.
Yeah. Somebody got to be the bad.
Somebody got to be the heel. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, don't be afraid to be the bad guy to tell your story. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be afraid to be the bad guy in somebody else's narrative if they want to put you in that spot.
Yeah, we have talked about that. Yeah, we put on the black hat.
Some people love the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Embrace it.
Yeah,
you gotta embrace it.
I always connect with like the heroes that are like on edge of being like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Vegeta.
Yeah.
Vegeta
Sasuke. You know what I'm saying? The people that's on edge. Like Sasuke kind of weak, but like he like in the Naruto, he kind of weak. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a little bit of work, but yeah, he is, everybody love him, but he is definitely.
Yeah. No, Vegeta has one of the craziest redemption arcs in all of like
definitely my
cinema.
favorite character. Vegeta's probably he get beat up a lot.
But
he kept coming back. He's like, oh,
he ain't really got a dub. He sparingly dubbed. Sparingly got dubs.
Yeah,
they did him wrong
the first time, though, for sure.
The only one that really got dubs in Dragon Ball Z was Goku, and he done got bodied too, though.
Yeah,
at least that's fair.
Gohan got Cell, but that was about it.
Trunks got like an old Frieza, like the Frieza that wasn't really.
And that's one of the hardest scenes when he was blocking the sword with that was Goku, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really sick because Gohan was supposed to be that guy, but then he just stopped. The great Saiyan man, like, nah, bro, you were supposed to. You were the chosen one.
Yeah.
He didn't have a grown man that was in a turban beating him up every day. Piccolo,
man,
if he had
used to pick him up at 5 a.m.
If Goku was a real dad, maybe he would have.
Yeah. He ain't had no daddy. He ain't had no father figure.
Yeah, he had somebody to look up to, but he was.
We don't talk about.
He was going to the store
a lot.
He was going to the store.
You know how many times you had to mourn your death because you was always gone.
Running on the path, man.
You couldn't. You didn't want to spend time with me. You wanted to go fight everybody else's problems.
Yeah.
Let's play catch, Dad.
Yeah. Nah, he ain't have time for that.
Yeah, nah, but that's funny as hell though. Nah, it definitely was a Dragon Ball Z going home watching after school type shit.
Absolutely, man. What a time.
What a time. Anything else anybody want to?
Man, before we do get out of here, man.
What's up, man?
We are talking with Darv about this off camera, man. Do want to give a special condolences to the Church family, man. Michael Church, longtime wrestling coach at Heights. athletic director at Heights, passed away. I had the privilege to work with Church when I was in TV. Always good to see him at events. Always came up, talked to me, asked me how everything was. Last time I seen him was actually at the Jamboree. I just got out of TV. He was like, "Man, whenever you want to pull up, you let me know. I can come into a game, whatever. Stand on the sideline, whatever you got to do." So, but that's just kind of the dude he was. We always had some good interactions, man. So, long battle with cancer, I believe. So it was a tough thing. His wife had posted on Facebook. So definitely rest in peace to him. A good dude. Always, he was one for the kids from my interactions with him, and I think we need more of that today. So, 259 and the Heights community, man, definitely lost a good one. So, and I know Dar, I don't know if you have some interactions you want to share, but definitely
yeah, he was wrestling coach all 3 years I was at Heights, and I think you just said it. Like, he was a good dude. He was kind of, I mean, obviously I didn't know him in his personal life, but whenever he came to school, he always had a smile. He was always joking, telling jokes. That kind of coach that you can crack a joke with you, and you not be mad at it because it's funny. Short dude, stocky, just a funny guy, and it's sad that he gone. As much as you probably should say, but there's a lot of other people that could have probably deserved to get sick and die from cancer. Not Coach Church, but that's just the cards that you get dealt sometimes, and my condolences go out to his family. We'll miss you.
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of impression you want to leave on people, though. When you're gone, people, past students, past athletes, people who have come across you in your life has positive things to say about you. And, the memory does live on. Like, I never met, Coach Church, but, hearing y'all talk about him, I'm sure he was a great guy. So RIP to him. Condolences to his peoples. Man, go outside, man. It's nice outside. Go do something active. Go love somebody. Go tell somebody you love them. Do something for yourself this week. Do something for yourself.
We getting in the springtime.
Man. And just like that, we out.
Never too late to